Hello insiders, news flash time. First item, lots of updates to, you guessed it, YouTube Studio. First, we heard a lot of feedback that people were having difficulty in Studio finding the live control room, playlists, and audio library. All three now have additional entry points in the improved navigation, so you should be able to find it way more easily. Also, we have improved the ability to add manual ad breaks, also based on your feedback that it was a little hard to add them in the Studio editor, and now there's like a new streamlined editor that's designed just for making it easier to add manual ad breaks. Let us know what you think. Oh, still more stuff coming to Studio. There's a new restrictions column in the video list that will make it easier to find if any of your videos have issues or things that are preventing it from reaching its maximum audience, and then you can find out what's holding it up, and then you can decide if there's anything you can do about it or just know that it's there. Ooh, and then also in Studio, this has been asked for a long time. We did a sneak peek about this, but we have now launched the ability to add read-only permissions for your Studio account to other people that you trust, but you don't want to give them edit rights. Now, to be clear, this will only work for people who don't use brand accounts. So it's going to be a subset of everybody out there that's hearing this, but don't worry, if you do use brand accounts, we are going to be adding read-only permissions for those in the future. This is just phase one of that big kind of permissions initiative. And all of that is in YouTube Studio. None of that is going to be in Classic. In fact, as a reminder, access to Classic is going bye-bye. You'll still have access to deep linked Classic features like end screen editor, info card editor, audio library, those things, but just that link on the bottom left corner of Studio where you just get general access, that's the thing that's going away. Next, whoa, we're not done with the goodness in Studio. We are launching comment decorations in Studio. So when you go in Studio and to the comment section, you can now see these little badges or icons next to comments written by people who are subscribers or some of your best commenters. So this will just make it easier for you to, if you can't reply to everybody, just kind of prioritize your subscribers or your best commenters, in addition to the other filters that we recently added in the comment section exclusively to YouTube Studio, not available on Classic. Classic's going away. Next, back in August, we had an update to how we treated short unintentional audio clips and whether or not claims could be made and how they needed to be made. Those applied to our music partners. We're now applying them to our non-music partners as well. We think this is a win for creators because a lot of times if it's short and unintentional, it needs to be treated as such. Next, the merch bar is launching to multiple new markets, 13 new markets: Belgium, Canada, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Netherlands, Portugal, UK, Singapore, Australia, New Zealand. So if you are selling merch, you will now have merch bars in those markets if that's where your viewers are. Speaking of merch, streamers can now pin one item from their merch shelf to the top of the live chat area when they're live streaming. Next, our Creator Academy channel has added a new course around how to make more inclusive content. Check it out, link below. Next, we have a new blog post around how YouTube is making authoritative content more discoverable, as well as reducing borderline and harmful content. So if you are interested in finding out what our efforts are around those topics, check out the link below. Next, we have an experiment around showing a subscribed badge below the video alongside the channel icon to viewers, a small percentage of viewers, to see if this changes their behavior and makes them more likely to subscribe to your channel. Next, we have another experiment, small percentage, where posts, community tab posts, may show up in that up next panel on mobile. Just a small percentage to see how how viewers react to that, if they value that, if they like it. Next, stories. Stories metrics. You can now see on mobile home, next to your stories, some metrics around number of subs gained and total views in the last 14 days. And lastly, we announced our new YouTube Rewind video highlighting 2019. Can you believe the year is almost over? Crazy. This year's focuses on sort of end of the year lists for top categories. It's all from YouTube actual videos. I just watched it myself. I thought it was quite good, way better than the one in 2018, in just my opinion. But check it out, let us know what you think. And that is it for this week. Hope that was helpful. In the meantime, keep it real. Okay, movie time. Last week's movie was Usual Suspects, and the first person who guessed it was Bumblebee Junction. So congrats, Bumblebee Junction. This week's movie, I actually have done this movie before. It's one of my favorite movies. It's actually my favorite movie of all time, and it was from the early 2000s. What's the matter, Danny? Something you don't like? No Spectre gunships, daylight instead of night, late afternoon when they're all effed up on cop. Only part of the city ID can mount a serious counterattack on short notice. What's not to like? Life's imperfect. Yeah, for you two. Circling above it at 500 feet, it's imperfect. Down in the street, it's unforgiving. If you know what movie that's from, put it in the comments below, and we will mention you on the next news flash. Keep it real.